New drivers in BC will soon have one fewer road test to worry about before getting their full license. The BC government is pushing the changes through the BC legislature this week, but not everyone's on board. For more on that, let's go to Rob Shaw, the BC legislature tonight. Rob, break down these changes for us.
Yeah, Paul, starting next year, young drivers will only have to take one road test, not the current two, to get their license. Under a move the government says will balance safety with accessibility, but which critics say is actually lowering the bar on driver competency and calling it progress. Here are the changes to walk you through them. They functionally passed the legislature this week. Right now, you take a computer test to get your L. After a year, you take a road test to get your N. And 2 years after that, you take another road test to get your full license. The changes scrap that second road test and say if you don't get any tickets during the 2 years with your N, you're deemed to have a safe record and automatically get your full license, whether you actually did any driving or not. Right now, 1 in 3 drivers fail the N road test that the government intends to discontinue. That'll leave only one road test left, the L test, which 50% of people in BC are failing right now. It'll be up to police to catch those unsafe drivers and give them tickets. The government has provided no studies or statistics showing the move will actually improve road safety, which has left some people concerned.
What we do know is the Class 5 road test does work because it makes it so that a driver who cannot pass that test does not move on with less restrictions. So it makes our roads safer. I just don't know if this is the right move or if it's not. I guess time will tell. And we hope that government will be right on this, making sure that the statistics are available to everybody to read through.
This program was in place from 1998 to 2025. So with what they're proposing, it's basically saying that, well, the last, 25 years, 20 years or so on, was it a waste of money? Should we not have done that? Or was it effective? Because if it was effective, why did it go so long? So these are all things I think that they didn't well illustrate this at all. They didn't prove their point. They didn't make me satisfied that this is going to make things safer. It just makes more accessibility for people that are underqualified for driving.
The government says the change will make it easier for Indigenous people and people in remote areas to get their license. It is also facing a massive backlog in road tests, but denies that that's a motive. Alberta just dropped its second road test, but there's no data yet saying whether it improved road safety. Only Ontario and BC still have 2 tests. The Solicitor General, Nina Krieger, argued a clean driving record is just as good as passing a test. Here she is today.
Our goal has been to improve accessibility, especially among rural, remote communities, Indigenous populations, and also maintain road safety. We know that a longer period of driving contributes to safer driving behaviors.
Well, that is part of what happened at the legislature here today, Paul, but there's also a letter from the BC Conservative Board, which is calling on John Rustad to resign. These are some of the folks who are actually were running on Rustad's slate. They say the party is in chaos. Rustad needs to go. This comes obviously after Rustad has lost some other MLAs. He's not going anywhere. Here's what he had to say today.
I've received the Management Committee letter. I've now had an opportunity to review the Management Committee letter. I plan to speak to the Management Committee, but this is an internal party matter and I have nothing further to say.
Will you be resigning?
I will not be resigning, thank you.
There's a letter right here. It turns out in the party constitution, you can't get rid of the leader, whether you're the board or the caucus. So Rustad says he's not going anywhere. Nobody can make him go anywhere until he decides, Paul, to go. We're all just sort of watching here to see what happens next in this Conservative long-running drama here.